12, 13 minutes.
All right, she's going to give us about 15 minutes worth of comedy tonight. I don't want to take a quick break as well, so please don't remember to show my president of
The more you laugh, the more break Emily gets.
That's right, that's right. So give it up for Brenna, everybody.
Yay!
All right, thank you, everybody. So yeah, Emily asked me to do some stand-up comedy for her birthday. Now, if you guys don't like me, that's fine, but if Emily doesn't like me, I have to buy her a drink. So please laugh and save you some money. So, is everybody recovered from Thanksgiving?
Yeah!
Yeah? Somewhat? You remember Thanksgiving, it was 1 week ago, and you gorged yourself, and then you swore, tomorrow I'll start my diet! And now you're all here. That's right. So, but I saw you all ordered the celery sticks, very good. They just happen to come with a side of wings, which happens to come with a side of a pizza, which happens to come with a pitcher of beer. So, I get it. Listen, guys, you know, I've always struggled with my weight. I don't believe in fat shaming, though. I don't believe in skinny shaming. But if you're right down the center, fuck you. Alright? If they applaud when you get on the scale at the doctor, everybody hates you. To be honest. No, I've always struggled, and you know, I recently went to a new doctor, and the nurse was giving me, you know, the interview, asking me my vital stats, personal history, and she said, "Do you drink?" And I said, "Yeah, once in a while I'll have a martini to kind of loosen up." And she's like, "You're a diabetic, you really shouldn't drink." And I said, I know. She said, "Do you smoke?" I said, "Once in a while I'll have a cigarette, you know, to kind of relax." And she goes, "Oh, you shouldn't smoke, it's so bad for you." I said, I know. And then she said, "Are you sexually active?" I said, "Not at all." She said, "Then you enjoy that martini and that cigarette." The doctor, I'll give you her name. No, I get it. It's always a struggle. So let's see. Thanksgiving. Oh, what's been in the news? I have to talk about it. I have to talk about Kanye. I'm sorry. I know no one wants to hear it. I'm Jewish. I'm contractually obligated to talk about Kanye. Listen, it's not what you think. I know when everyone thinks that, you know, he wrote this terrible tweet and he's anti-Semite. I think he was a victim of autocorrect. I've been a victim of autocorrect. Whenever I write busy, it changes it to busty. My friend's like, "Hey, you want to hang out tonight?" "Oh, sorry, I'm busty tonight. I've been busty all week." She's like, "You've been busty since 5th grade." But no, so he wrote, "Tomorrow I go DEFCON 3 on Jews," which is terrible. But maybe he meant to write, "Tomorrow I do Def Comedy Jam 3 with Jews."
Yeah.
That might have been it. Yeah, see? I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. But then I found out, you know his song Gold Digger? I ain't singing she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. He changed the words. Now it's, I'm saying she's a gold burger and she controls Hollywood. So I was like, wait a second. Maybe he did mean that first tweet. It is horrible. DEFCON sounds like Comic-Con for morticians. That's what it sounds like to me. Right? I mean, can you imagine DEFCON? "Hey, Jerry, did you get tickets to DEFCON?" "Yeah, but I only got to Thursday." Oh, man. Well, I mean, there's no good guess, but at least you'll have the pick of all the best caskets, and the embalming fluid line will be nice and short. All right, does anyone get that? I mean, that joke goes over better in New York, you know. You got, all right, dude, thank you.
Keep laughing.
I am from New York, but you can probably tell by my accent and the fact that my hands are flailing all around, but Jewish, same. Jewish and Italian are the same, except for Jesus and shellfish. Same difference, right? So no, I am from Long Island originally, but I moved here a little less than 2 years ago, so I'm officially a Pennsylvanian. I have my license. I turned in my New York plates from my Pennsylvania plate. You cheap bastards. One plate? Give me my other plate. Why? What is that? If you drive into a parking lot and all the cars are facing you, it just looks like a big, dirty car dealership. No plates. I don't get it. But anyway, I want my other plate. So, because I moved a little less than 2 years ago, I got to vote in my first Pennsylvania election. Listen, guys, I don't want to divide the room by mentioning party. That's not cool. If I wanted to divide the room, I'd say, how many people here are native Pennsylvanians? There you go. How many are New Yorkers? That's how you divide a room. I promised Emily I would not cause a mass exodus before she does her second set. Well, listen, I do want to talk about this election because it's crazy here. Oh my God, this state is Jekyll and Hyde. It's split down the middle. New York. If you miss election day, it's fine. Depending on where you live, your vote wasn't going to count. But here, my vote had heft. It had value. No, it's true. I was on Long Island the morning of election day. Now, I'm going to throw you off the path. I don't like to vote early, and I don't like to do mail-in. I like to vote on election day. See, you don't know what I am now. Ha-ha. But I do. I like to vote on election day, and I was on Long Island that morning. I was packing the car. It was late afternoon. My friends from here call me. They're like, where are you? Where are you? I'm like, I'm packing the car. I'll be fine. I'll get there in time. What, you have to get here. I said, I'll get there by 9. Polls close at 9. You have to get here 2 hours early. Now, the other thing New Yorkers have to realize, Pennsylvania is very punctual. I don't know if you've noticed, but like in New York, you're 10 minutes late 15 minutes late for your doctor's appointment, they'll let you in. Pennsylvania, they will boot your ass till April. They don't care. So they're very dramatic. They're very scheduled here. They're like, you have to get here right now. Get in your car. If the bridge crumbles underneath your fat ass, you're going to swim to New Jersey and you're going to get to that polling place 2 hours early. Okay. So I drive like a bat out of hell, or Long Island, and I get to my polling place, and I got there at 7:23 p.m., which in Pennsylvania time is late. I mean, they were still open, but they were all like, Brenna, 7:23, yeah, I know. So I fill in my circles perfectly. I go to the right lady, not the wrong lady. I don't try to put the ballot in the printer. I tried to do that last time. The place almost exploded. I did everything right. And then, as I was leaving, I heard this voice inside my head. Pennsylvania has an accent. Just like New York has an accent. We talk like this. Hey, how you doing? We're all good, all right? Pennsylvania is an old German grandma. An old German, I call her Grandma Pennsylvania. She's like, Grandma, now you have to go home. You have to shut the lights. You have to wait for the results. And you will think about the consequences of your choices. Fine, I get in the car. The cat's looking at me like, I gotta piss and shit. I said, we have to get home. We have to do with the Pennsylvania. I get home, the cat's fine. I'm also a crazy cat lady. See, I'm throwing you off the track again. You're like, what is this lady? So I get home, I turn on the TV, and all of the hoopla over Pennsylvania, you guys probably remember, all the national cable news stations were here. The daytime talk shows, the nighttime talk shows, everyone was eyes on Pennsylvania. We were the toast of the town. And then what happened? By 2:30 the next day, we had everything figured out. All the votes were in. I think we had an Amish guy counting the votes on an abacus. No one questions him. And we were done. And all the journalists packed their shit up and left. They went to Nevada, they went to Arizona, they went to Georgia. No one gave a crap about Pennsylvania anymore. Why? Because we were competent. Why do we have to be so good at this? You guys may not realize this. Pennsylvania is the 5th most populated state. Do you guys realize that? It's California, Texas, Florida, New York. Florida has you beat. You better go home and make some babies. Then, that's right, then New York, then Pennsylvania. So I'm wondering how these little ring-eating states, they can't count their votes. Pennsylvania was like, he won, he lost, you call him, you concede, we all go home, we all make pretzels. Right? That's right. Be proud. Come on, Pennsylvania. So, maybe for some of us, the votes didn't go our way, the election didn't go our way. But I'm going to ask you all, please, and I'm serious, let's put aside our differences and come together and promise not to kill me in the upcoming Civil War. Please, seriously, guys. I mean, there are a bunch of New Yorkers here, right? We got a lot of New Yorkers. You guys have to understand, we are tough in the street fight. But when it comes to Civil War, Pennsylvania kicks ass. They did Civil War. Okay? They have the battlefields preserved from the Civil War. They're ready to go. They will kick our asses. We need to let them duke it out. We'll meet them at the gift shop, right? But I'm telling you, Pennsylvanians, if you want to be in the Civil War, you have to get there 2 hours early. 2 hours early, or you don't get to fight in the Civil War. Well, speaking of time, my time is up. And thank you all for laughing. Thank you all for... turning around in your bar stools. I did not expect that. And happy birthday, Emily. Look, I didn't clear out the room.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. Guys, give it up again for Brenna.
Yay!
I felt like laughter. Laughter is the best medicine, and